All right, all right. I want to apologize ahead of time. I'm a little under the weather. Coming out of it though, but a little bit under the weather, so you'll have to excuse me. Let me make sure the mute button works. Okay, mute button works. So again, all right, so Nomad Sculpt version 1.66. I'm excited about this, and I'm excited to see what we can do with it. First thing is I think I want to start from scratch. This is another cat that I made for my Skillshare class, my newest Skillshare class. But do I have any unsane changes? I don't know. I don't think so. So let's open up some old work. Something that would be cool with subsurface scatter. Let's see what happens with this. I don't really color it, so. Okay. What's up, King? I played around a little bit with the first thing. I actually did it by accident. But I was playing around with where is it at? With the cat. I always do a bunch of different types. I still don't get this. I don't know what all this stuff is. There's so much I have to figure out how to do. Let me turn my mic towards my mouth. There's so much I still have to figure out how to do. Like, for example, usually you could just tap on the mesh, but I don't know what that is. It's like in view mode or something. I don't know what that is. So I get sort of confused. Like, I can tap on the floor, but I can't tap the cat. I can tap the cat down here, but I can't tap the cat's nose. It's like it's not even there. So that's a bit strange. But this was the first thing that I sort of played around with it, and I can see through it. I'm so happy. It's just, yeah, it's interesting. It's very interesting. And this is pretty thick, but still, like, I'm really excited to design some things and have this in mind, because a lot of the things that I was trying to mess around with, I kind of already made them and painted them, so it's a little bit different with things that were already painted. I do want to see what, let's see. Ooh, this might be cool. He might be cool. The only problem is he's like painted, so that's the only thing. But let's see what happens. Light blue. Yeah, he's already painted, so that's like, it's a bit tough. Okay, so at least the purplish is still there, and I can maybe I should take away some of the density. I think that's what happens. There's a lot of options here that I have. Reflectance. Oh, I gotta squirt this cat real quick. It's my new weapon. Gotta keep the cat quiet out there. Okay, so I know there's translucency. So if I go back on it, I still can't see the paint that I painted. Depth 2.51. Okay, so maybe let me go back to 2.51, and I should put some lights behind it. Excuse me. God. The update has some annoying bugs. Been working with Nomad quite a bit to attempt to make better game assets. Looking forward to playing around with the update. Me too. They haven't called me, so I guess I'm not working tomorrow, so which I'm really excited about. Oh, this is super bright. Whoa. Why is it so bright? Sorry. Let me do the focus too. Focus seems good. That seems a bit better. Okay, so are you getting the new M2 iPad Pro? Probably not. I would have got, if there was a bigger iPad, I would have got a bigger iPad, but I mean, this iPad is great. This 2021 iPad is phenomenal. I don't think it's worth trading this in to get a newer one. I mean, I'm sure it's worth it. I'm sure it's great. I'm sure I'd probably only pay a couple $100s, but I'm happy with this. And the next iPad that I want is a bigger iPad. I could use a bigger iPad for sure. All right, let's put some lights. Am I using all the lights? Of course I am. Let's see, there's a light here. All right, which light can I do without in the front? I think this light I could do without. What's this? So this light, this is a spotlight. Where are you at, buddy? I think so. I have to use the gizmo with the lights now. That's cool. I'm down with that, and I'm down with being able to adjust it on the fly. It's kind of cool. It'll take some getting used to, and I know that a lot of things will take getting used to, but I'm okay with that. One thing I've learned or realized about Nomad Sculpt is every single thing is by design. So regardless of how many things are annoying and how many things I might have an issue with now, I feel like eventually they'll either get worked out or, I'll figure out how to use it more effectively, because I think that everything this guy does is like well thought out. So I'm just going to stick with it and enjoy sculpting, because so far it's been amazing. But we'll see. Also, I'll point out any bugs I find, because that's what we do. That's what our community does. We find the bugs. Okay, so that's pretty bright, and I can't even really see it on him. So I'm trying to figure out. So let me lower the environment some and see what happens. Okay, I can't even see the. Oh, let me go to options. There we go. I don't think I'm seeing anything. I don't think I see the. Oh, come on. They added groups and parenting to object tree. Yeah, I haven't messed with that at all yet. A 15-inch would be amazing. A 15-inch, I mean, it doesn't matter how big. However big they make it, I want it. Bigger than 12.9, I'm in. Yeah, 14 doesn't seem like it's big enough. If they're going to do a big one, it should be at least 15 inches. I'm in. I'd be excited about that. Okay, so I want to put this bright light on the back of him and just like see what I can do. See what it can do. Let's open up the cone angle. Let's make it bright and just see what happens. Okay, I can't really see through much. Some up here I can see through. check out reflectance. Okay, interesting. Subsurface. So is this like the color of, what is this the color of? Oh, that's weird. Black. I'm a little confused at like which color is. That's more accurate to like the skin tone. Depth. Let's see if depth does anything now. No, not really. Translucency. Always unlit. Two-sided. Off auto. Okay. Alright, I don't really see much, so it's probably just because. That's okay. So let's move on to something else. Let's go back to let's see here. Let's see if I could do anything with the hand. Okay, so let's look at the lights. Yeah, the price will double. It's gonna be expensive. It's gonna be expensive, but you only live once, you know? Oh yeah, it's gonna be expensive. But I would definitely get it. I would definitely get it. There's no way that you could not get it. I mean, there's a lot of ways that you could not get it, but I would have to get it. So let's add, what light is this? Let's see, where's this light? Let's add a light. We'll add a spotlight. We'll make it bright. Let's bring it up. Okay, not seeing anything yet. So this should work. I mean, again, I have no idea what I'm doing, but I think it is working. I think I see some. I think I see some see-through. Cone angle. Let's make this big. Let's make this bright. Ooh. Alright, we're seeing some details. Let's see what we can change. Subsurface, that's the right color. Let's look at the depth. Ooh. Sorry, I know I'm making these weird sounds. It's too exciting. Translucency, let's see if we can, okay, so we can change the translucency to something that's a little more believable. See, now I feel like you should have bones in there though. All right, let's see how close the light has to be, because this isn't really feasible to have it so close. Let's lower the intensity. So if we lower the intensity, maybe we can lower the translucency, or raise the translucency so it's more translucent so more light would show. Let's see if that works. Translucency, if we raise it all the way up, depth, we have to raise the depth up a lot too in order to see it, unless it's like right on top of it. Oops. Alright, but that's really cool though. It's really, really useful. I just like that it'll just like lighten up a lot of things. That's kind of I don't even know if that really makes sense. But when I look at other 3D artists' artwork that do things in Blender and stuff, I've noticed that, for example, now instead of having just a shadow, it's like red, which is a big difference. Very, 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 very cool. All right, let's see what else we can mess around with. I don't think I'll be able to get any light through his leaves. And his painting and stuff will probably go away, but that's all right. That's all right. Material, sub. Oh, but he looks cool though. All right, so let's figure out, is there a way that we can preserve the painting? Okay, so if I go darker, it preserves the painting. If I go green, I'll go green and more towards grayish. Okay, so that sort of makes sense. So let's see. Transparency, high depth. So I think that light is coming from whichever light is behind him. I think it's this light. Yeah, it is that light. Huh. So I want it to be focused on him. I want to be able to move the light without it focusing on the light or the background. Is it this light? I don't even remember which light it was. You know what? Let's make it easier. Let's just get rid of all these lights. Except for one. So now I can just position this one behind him. Whoops. Oh my god, I just took him right out of his skin. Poor little guy. See if we can get some through the leaves. That's cool. It's just like such a cool glowing effect. It's going to be so useful. Oh snap. Let me mute it once. Dusty Floof, hello. Alec in color. Trying to wrap my head around the subsurface scatter color. Maybe setting it to red or something on the hand would give the realistic effect of a light behind the skin, which is exactly what I just, well, you probably wrote it right when I was doing it. Excuse me, but I think that that is the color of the scatter, so that makes sense. Actually, what you do, actually, what do you use? I've never figured out what to use for things like this. I wonder if that would work. Bones, I mean. Yeah, I don't know. I think that it would. As long as the bones underneath weren't a subsurface material. Would it be material? As long as it wasn't a subsurface material, then the light shouldn't go through it. So it should go through the other stuff, but then it wouldn't. That'd be fun one we can do right now. My thinking, the only way to visually improve translucency is to have something inside the object that stops the light and pushes the effect. Exactly. Damn, 2D animation killing me right now. Making something for a friend. 2D animation does take forever. Dusty Floof, I feel for you. 35 3D, either some sort of internal density, I almost said destiny, slider or an actual secondary object that casts internal shadow. Let's do it. And I mean, I really could just do it on the hand. But let's see if I have anything else. Something cool. Ooh, I know what we can do. Oh, no, I'll do that later. I want to do Mikey's Pizza. The cheese. I want to make the cheese translucent. Do I have anything else that would work? Oh, this could work. The shark could work too. Oh, this is when I did this when I was trying to pretend. I don't even know what this would look like. I was painting a bunch of stuff and I was trying to do like a subsurface scatter. It didn't really work, obviously, but I was trying. Do I have anything that I could use? Not really. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll just do something new and we'll just fart around with it. So let's open up. I always use this. Where's the coin at? use the coin, and then I'll do new. All right, so we have our sphere. And okay, so let's make it nice and thin. Oh, someone was saying that drag was weird too. Seems the same for me so far. Oh, so this is actually looking like a shark tooth, so I guess that's just what we're going to go with. Let me take it off symmetry. So this is going to be a shark tooth. Let's flatten it out, because why not? Even though our shark tooth would be jagged, but that's okay. Ooh, that's smooth. That smooth is buttery. That was beautiful. I don't know, that Stefan, he did something to that smooth, because that was buttery. These are living humanoid creatures. Well, yeah, it would be red, really. It would be super duper red. But you can see the bones in there. You can see the bones. And as it gets further away, but that's what I was trying to do. Like a lot of characters that I saw, it was the creases. It was like inside, how that's red. That's what I really wanted to do with Nomad Sculpt. That's kind of creepy, isn't it? it was smooth. Bons. I'm so busy being mesmerized by your works. You could take one of your baby creatures and put an egg around it. I'm gonna do some. I have so many ideas. I'm going away. I'm gonna be in Virginia this weekend. But I will have my iPad. I don't know how much art I'll be able to do, because I'm gonna be doing live art for a charity. So I'm looking forward to going out there. But yeah, I'm looking forward to really playing with this. Okay, so we have this. Let's make a tube. So we'll make a tube. We'll use path. And oh, okay. Hold up. Did it work? Okay, so tube, path. Oh, so path works differently now or something. I don't know what's up with that. Wait, let me try this again. Wait, let me go to another tool and then come back. Path. Oh, that's how it works. So it's like a touch and drag kind of thing. Okay, I guess I'll get used to that. Okay, so this will be our bone. So let's oh, edit's there now. Okay. But how do I? Oh, radius. That's right. Something like that. We'll do spline to make it nice and spliny. Whoops. So we'll do something like this. We'll go ahead and validate it. Oh, I should have did a fish. I should have did a fish with fish bones. So now it is effectively inside. Let's smooth the end of this out. Okay, smooth still works nice. I like that. This also could be a leaf. Okay, so let's paint this. I guess a tooth would be white. Off-white. Oh wait, am I in? I'm in Metcalf, aren't I? Lit. So shark's tooth would be sort of beigeish. I do like the gloss, but I think it might be not that glossy. So something like that. Let's change the material now. Let's change this to kind of an orangish color. Oh, I'm going to sneeze soon, I think. That will push It's like the old practice of using candle to see which egg had chicks. True. I may have to go right now, though, but I'll probably check this channel out later. Yeah, I'm sure you have a lot of work to do. I appreciate you stopping by. I know how it is. Oh, it's so hot in here now. I'm like hot. But yeah, swing back. Have a nice night. We'll be here. You know me. Hopefully I won't be on. I'm going to try not to stay on for hours and hours and hours. I do need to get some sleep so I'll feel better. I need to drink water and get a lot of sleep. Okay, so let's not delay this bone. So this is fine. I shouldn't even have to color that. That's opaque. That's opaque. Now there's no light, so let's start with all the lights off. And then let's add a light. So this is a directional. Oh, I guess I have to gizmo it, right? It would be nice if there was like a default gizmo. Because like I still just want to gizmo everything. But we'll see. Maybe there is. So let's start with this really bright. Oh yeah, it does work. It does work. So it does work. I can see around the edges that it's working. So it should just be a matter of changing the reflectance. I think is fine. The depth. Changing the depth. Translucency. This is the most translucent. And this depth is really, really see-through. But I don't see the bone. I can see it a little bit, or is that a shadow? That just looks like a shadow. So let's get some brighter light on it. So let's add another light, even though that's really pretty bright. Let's add another light, make it a spotlight, make it white. And we want to shine it right on the middle. We'll widen up the cone, and then we'll make it really bright. No, I'm not seeing the bone through there. Gosh, does that look nice though. But yeah, I don't see the bone. Let's move it and see if it makes any difference the closer it is to the surface or anything. No, it just comes right out, goes right in, and can't see it. Okay, but that could just be... Why did it say what? Savant of nothing. Yeah. Okay. Oops. All right. Well, let's see if there's anything that I'm missing. So let's try all of these. Smooth shading. I didn't think that would do anything. Always unlit. What happens? Okay. Same thing that it always does. Off. Auto. Off. Ooh. Cast shadows. Cast shadows. So it's possible. It's not the best option, but cast shadows, if I turn them off, you can see it. That's weird. What does that even mean? Cast shadows. I don't know. I don't know what it means. I mean, I know what it means, but I don't understand why that would allow it to show versus not just showing normally. That's what I mean. Reflectance. Yeah, nothing. It shows through refraction. Okay. All right, so good to know. Another thing that we can look at right now is we were talking about this. So that is just the color of the scatter. So we go white. Depth. Less translucency. Okay. Interesting. Cast shadows. We'll keep that in our back pocket, because we can probably do something cool with that eventually. I'm gonna figure out something cool to do with that. All right. So let's get rid of these lights. Turn our environment back on. Let's get rid of our teeth. How do I delete? Oh, so now it's a two-step process to delete. Okay. All right. So where's my add to scene? We'll do my little half dome ground. Why is it so, you know what? I'm just gonna make a new half dome ground. That's my favorite thing. That's my favorite way to, how do I make a shape? What am I doing? Sphere. How did I get way over here? Validate. Make it a little bigger. Let's go ahead and trim this puppy. Something about there. Ooh. Why did it trim so ugly? That was weird. Okay, let's remesh it at 200. And then let's symmetry. Symmetry looks good. Let's smooth. Let's just smooth out the edges. I don't know why. I just like making a like a half dome for the ground. You know what? Let's pinch this. Let's see what happens if we pinch it. Because it always gets weird. It's like a hard surface thing. Like it's a hard surface is just doesn't do well. You know, like I just want like a clean cut. It's one of the most like simple things that I can't seem to like get right. Like, is it because I know that I'm like going completely off what I'm supposed to be doing, but maybe it needs to be remesh it again. Remesh it at 200 before I cut it. Let's do 225. We'll make it nice and smooth. Alright, now let's chop it and see what happens. It gets all like lumpy when I try to do it. Alright, what am I doing? Trim. Okay, that's better. Now I just want to smooth out. Okay, that's better. I can. Oh, I just moved. I hate when I move my phone with my head. Oh no, doesn't look like that's gonna work. I'm trying to smooth out the edge. Oh well, so let's make a little character that's like standing on here, since that's what I do. Just remesh it. So I'm thinking I want to try something with spheres. It like takes me a minute to like make a sphere now because I don't, the shapes aren't apparent. And I should be working in Metcap. I prefer to work in Metcap. So we have a sphere. I kind of wish the controls were... Let me check the settings. Is there a way to... Wait, I don't remember how to get to settings. Snap cube. Gesture. Palm rejection. I don't have palm rejection tapped. I might need that. Every time I try to rest my hand, it like does something. I'm gonna have to keep a note on that. Bindings? I don't know what a binding is. Ooh. Okay. All right, so let's see. So nothing to make this more like it was. Let's see. Focus on item. What is that? Sync visibility. I don't know what that is. Hierarchy lines. Display a line between the parent and its children. I could probably use that. Okay, let's... I keep wanting to do this to make a sphere. Okay, so we'll mirror this. It's gonna be like little feeties or something. So let's clone this. Getting the hang of making spheres. It's getting a little bit easier. So this can be like little arms or something. Making them one object. I think that would change the whole material to one or the other. The lighting course is good. You could technically probably watch some of my videos, but I don't think I really talk about exactly why I do all the lighting I do. I just kind of do it. Can you subdivide your way to a smoother edge? Probably. Sometimes I always wonder, like, if should I subdivide first and then cut, or cut and then subdivide and then smooth. So I always go back and forth with like doing those things. Bindings, key bindings for those who insist on having a keyboard. True. Yeah, I know. Once I saw those like keys, I'm like, yeah, I can't. At this point in time, I can't mess with a keyboard. Can't do it. I mean, it's probably useful. Like, I mean, if you're used to it, I don't know. I don't know. It looks like a little turtle. So I guess that's what it's gonna be. You know what? Let's mirror. Oh, that's the mirror. Yeah, I gotta get used to this, because I'm confused right now. I mean, I'm not really that confused, just a little confused. You know what? Let's bring that like that. I think it's like a fat little something or other. But if it is, I feel like I should make these smaller. Oop. Alright, so he's going to be like a little character. But now we have a whole new character and we can just mess with his translucency. Let's give him little fingers. Now, do we want to do inflate for fingers or just do little spheres? Inflate is good sometimes, but sometimes it's... I'll make it a little smaller. Oh, I'm making random spheres. What am I doing? Let's just make a new sphere. Oh, clone, that's why. Wait, where's... How do I just... Oh, the add, that's right. I have to get used to going to add. They feel like extra steps. I'm sure that I'll get used to them. It'll just be what it is. And it's probably better. But for now, it just feels like extra steps. But I still feel fairly new, so, you know, it's not that big of a deal. Being that, like, I just learned everything a year ago. So, is there a quick clone? No, there is still a quick clone. I was going to say that would be very slow in the workflow if there wasn't a quick clone. Okay, so at least we got some little fingers here. Pinky can be smaller. And it's close enough to a thumb. So let's take, what is all this stuff? I don't even know what all this, so that's one arm. I have to validate all these, I think. So this is the arms. Was that the same amount of taps? I don't even remember. I always mask before I inflate. So, sometimes. I find that I use masks sparingly. Sometimes I find that I use it when it's like, when I don't have any other choice to use it. Then I'll use it. Oh, you know what he looks like he should have? Either horns coming that one. Let's see. Let's add another sphere. But let's label it now. Oh, not clone. Don't get frustrated. I have to stop myself from getting frustrated. It's not going to be easy, but I know I can do it. I know that looks weird right now. I gotta move them away from each other. So let's validate, and then I just want to make like those like. Let's use move. I want to widen these out. See, now I'm just like getting into just having fun and designing. So I apologize for that. If you only came for the subsurface scatter. But I can't help it. As you can see, this is how I work the clay. I'm always going like back and forth. But I wanted something like that, but I wanted more of a bend in it. So I'll make a move tool really big and then just press on it. Usually I can get a nice bend. Now they're really big, so I'll make them small. Move them closer. Which one am I missing? Oh yeah, that's the one I want. Actually, don't mind bringing them together. Look at that, he's looking magical. He looks magical. I was gonna make them the other way, like he's a one of those beetles, but that's okay. They're gonna be backwards now. And let's just make some eyes for him. Once we have some eyes, and then I'll just make some skin folds, and then we'll be good. So let's do clay. And also this is a good way that I'm just sort of like trying to figure out, good morning, what's up, Han? Well, he's less devilish and more, what are they called? Horn beetle. Can't remember what they're called. Oh, that's what a longhorn beetle. Where's the one? Similar to these kind of beetles. Like that's similar to these kind of things. There's a bunch of other ones, but the red devil. So maybe it is a devil. Even though it's facing the opposite way, but that's okay. Okay, clay, symmetry. Alright, let's subtract. Gizmo's right there. I like it. Let's do we want to do circles or do we want to do like non-circles? We'll do circles. Oop, looks like I got a color going. Okay. Easy peasy. Let's do some flatten. Oh, actually, let's do some pinch. Let's do some pinching. So pinching works better back and forth rather than full circles. Good to know. Turn the intensity on my smooth down. Okay, let's insert some eyes. What is this? So this is the head. is this? Oh, these are the horns. What if I just want to make them one? How do I do that? I validate it. Oh, validate it, it becomes one. Okay. Horns. What is this? Body. And what is this? What is that? Oh, that's the ground. Arms. We'll validate them together. And what is this? Oh, that must be the feeties. We'll validate that as well. Okay, so validate takes care of that. Okay, I like that. I like that it keeps them together. I like that it keeps the clones and stuff together. That's good. That'll be very useful. So let's make a new sphere. And I'm going to go ahead and label that now. Eyes. Whoops, I didn't want to validate it. All right, mirror. Validate, looks good. Let's add some clay over the top here. Okay, so okay, it looks good. Let's add some personality to them. Cool, symmetry's not on. Great. Dang you, symmetry. Here we go, little chub. Maybe on his head he has that doesn't make any sense. Maybe just like a little chin. Up here, these things are kind of big. Let's see if I can still use move and just squeeze them in. That's better. And maybe we'll just, wait, is that for that part? Oh, why does it feel so low? Having fun playing for a living. Currently it looks like a bunny that got a tail implant. They do kind of look like bunny ears. So why is that so low? That was kind of weird. Okay, how about this? Does it look more like a bunny or less like a bunny? What if I do move? What if I curve it more? It's sort of like the axis is wrong. That's what it seems like. Local, world, local. Why is that so? Why is that there? Interesting. Kind of odd. Okay, so let's add something interesting here that makes it look real. Ooh, that's not what I intended. That's what happens when you use layer instead of inflate. Oh, symmetry wasn't on. I was thinking that's like such a cool way to do a turtle shell. Okay, so what do we want to merge here? Do I want to merge everything? I guess I don't really need to. So we have the head. The arms need a voxel merge. Or voxel remesh together. So we'll do that at 200. And then I'll smooth them out. And let's flatten out underneath. Okay, so let's, what else do we want to do here? I'd like to do a little curve, but I think this would need to be remeshed. Solidify it up a little bit. Crease should be better. Still not great, but better. Alright, Dintopo. Dintopo, boom. Take it off symmetry. It still looks pretty like. Oh, maybe it's because it's that weird one. I don't think I ever really have it on that one. That one's a little better. I think I usually keep it there. That one's okay. It's still so thick. Is there not one that's smaller? The Gizmo X is off somehow. It's based on parenting and the scene layout. Oh, interesting. It might be. Interesting. We'll take a look at that in a second. Oh, this one looks most decent. It's still not that deep. Or it's not that. It's still acting very big. What the heck? Let's see what it looks like when I subdivide it. Oh, it's even worse. That's weird. I don't really understand that. Usually when this is really small, and this is really close, then it's, oh, okay, it does. Interesting. All I wanted to do was make a little swirl for his belly. Let's use the rope stabilizer because that was not clean at all. And we can also use crease for his mouth. It doesn't have to be that small though. I'm not actually sure how I want his mouth to be. But I have a lot of work to do on the crease tool to get it how I want it, I think. I just want the mouth to be bigger. Really big. I kind of like it really big. Alright, what were we looking at? The gizmo axis is off. Let's look at the gizmo axis again. Gizmo axis. Horns. What is all this? What does this mean? What do these little things mean? Instance. I don't know what that is. Oh, instance is something with keyboards. Uninstance, delete, separate. If I separate them, no, it's still the same. So let's unseparate them. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of strange. But that's okay. So let's... is there anything else I wanted to do to this guy? I do want to give him little like, I don't know, maybe their ears or something. Oh, Dentopo. I can tell that was Dentopo. Dentopo's tricky. Oh, so I have to make everything really small, I'm noticing. I don't know, he just needed he needed some little thingies here. Let's remesh his head. Why is it remeshing so crazy like that? Well, I guess that's good. It's doing smooth. I feel like everything is smoother. I will say that. Like, I feel like the geometry used to get all messed up more often. I do feel like everything is very smooth. Like looks wise. Definitely smooth. I'm gonna give it to my guy, Stefan. He knows how to make a smooth mesh. Okay, so this is what I always do. Let's try it out with this new. So I have to like move. This is definitely gonna take some getting used to. I feel like I'm ice skating. Feels like ice skating. Okay, good enough. Let's mirror it. Radius. Boom. And I always hide it in the eyeball area. And make this one bigger. Well, let's spline it up. Or whatever, let's validate them in smooth. All right, so we have a cool little creature here. So I want to put together the head, the arms, the feeties, the body. I don't know what this is. Oh, that's the shell. Okay, so how do I, join? I want to join them together. So they became the body. That's good. I like that it doesn't jump to the ground. I like that I still know where it is. So if I do them, they all move up to the top. Have to keep track of that, because in the last one, sometimes I get confused. Things would jump to the bottom, and sometimes I'd be very confused. So shell. What is this again? Oh, these are the lashes. What's this? Oh, these are the eyes. Wait, am I labeling the... What am I labeling here? Okay, everything's validated. Whole body. Eyes. Okay, so... Let's go back to PBR and let's see what we can do here. So let's make him... Let's make the... we'll do him first. Let's make him sort of like... Should I do it skin tone-ish? Or a different one? What if I make him like... I'll make him like a pale blue like that. Oh, instancing. That's right. I kept hearing about that. Tintopia really makes a huge difference. It does. I find that the mesh still has to be somewhat dense first. Otherwise, it ruins the mesh around what you are making. It leaves the such a difference, I guess, in the geometry. Sometimes that looks weird. The one feature I'm still pining for, the 3 fingers up and down controls brush size. Interesting. Interesting. I never really thought about that. HDR light rotate. If only thing. Oh, that could be. Sorry, my eye is really itchy. I don't know why. I hate that. It's like so deep in there. I do like the HDR light thing, but I don't like that I can't go back to the original light thing. Like if I could, oh maybe I can probably save it. I can probably save it now. But that was kind of annoying. I would move it and then I'd be like, oh, but I want to go back to the right where I had it. Same. I'm always stressing whenever the geometry goes nuts. Yeah, me too. You can have two heads, one pointed forward, one pointed sideways. You can see what you're doing from multiple eye. What? You can have 2 heads, one pointed forward and one pointed sideways. You can see what you're doing from multiple angles. See, now I don't know if that's something that we said, or if that's a feature, or if it's a bug. I don't know. Sounds cool though. Alright. Let me make sure this isn't too light. I guess it's okay. I think that looks better. Okay, so that can be that color. The shell can be... Let's make the shell something like that. Maybe a little more glossy. Maybe a little... Okay, so that's a shell. Lashes will go... Oh, it doesn't have the little ballies. And what's this? What is this? What am I importing? And where's the little ballies? Oh, there's the ballies. How did I get to them? Oh, so you just tap and then they show up. Interesting. So this should be black and roughness all the way up. Eyes. What color should we make the eyes? I mean, we could do a white gloss. But I feel like you'd have a different color eyes. Even if they're yellow. I don't want them to look like a Pokemon, like some sort of Pokemon or something. I don't really know what a lot of Pokemons look like. It's kind of nice, kind of like a... And these can be... Alright, something like that. I guess I should save this. Save. Little Nug. I think that's like my go-to if I don't have the name for something. What is all this happening here? So this needs to be remeshed. The horns need to be remeshed at 200 because they are looking crazy. Alright, so let's smooth these puppies out. Oh, see, what is that? I hate all that. Ooh. Yeah, I'm liking this flatten tool. It's flattening clean. I'm feeling like I'm in Blender. I don't know how to use Blender, FYI. I'm just being silly. Okay. So I think we can go off of orthographic and go to perspective. We'll bring it down since it always goes to 25, which I don't really want. What is with this first person thing? What is that? Oh, oh. I don't know what that means. Okay, so it does that when I'm in normal. First person, and then I do that, and it moves all weird. Huh, I don't really understand it. Update pivot when camera starts moving, when double tapping. Double tap on object to focus. Double tap on background. I don't know. Okay, so are we going to just cozy blanket? I try to mess with it. I have no idea. Pokemon look like what you do all the time. Your Times of X9 is to be worshipped as an after-school cartoon. Man, I would too. That would definitely be my trajectory. Pokemon. You could bring me back further. Garbage Pail Kids. That whole thing. Pokemon especially. If there was I could do a Pokemon a day, but not Pokemon, but just some like weird creatures all day long for the rest of my life. I could come up with I can come up with 2 new creatures. If I got paid to come up with 2 to 3 new creatures a day, easy. Easy. It's my bread and butter, baby. All right, so let's add some. Let's do some subsurface. So first, let's get a nice view. Kind of straight. All right, so let's add this view. Let's add a straight on view. Where's the... Usually that line comes up, and so I know I'm in the front. Let's do this view. Wait, what happened to the other view? I'm so confused. Oh, you have to update viewpoint. Cancel. What am I doing? So here's the view. So we lost my other view. I don't know how. Okay. All right. I don't know what was up with that. Oh, it did add it, and it adds it to the bottom. Okay. So we'll use this as our working view. Let's change the material subsurface. We'll make it a little more yellowish. Yellowish beigeish, I think. Okay, so let's go here. Subsurface. And let's see for the eyes, let's make them subsurface as well. Let's change this to more reflect their color. So I want to see what happens if I use crease. So let's say this is the color, even though it might change, I guess, depending on the depth and all that stuff. I like the way it looks. So if I use crease and I grab this color, and I grab darker like I normally would, let's see if the crease thing works the way it should. Oh. It's always trying to get me. Okay, that works the way that I wanted it to work. I was curious about the painting on the layer because I noticed that on stuff that I've already painted, it didn't really, it kind of changes the look of it. So it seems like you want to make the layer subsurface scatter and then do your painting. So this is not smoothing that well. Smudge, let's see how smudge does. Okay, it smudges, but it doesn't smooth that well. Okay, we'll lower the opacity of that. And this is the same thing that I always do. I always sort of add my own sort of ambient occlusion. I don't rely completely on the program. Okay, so let's, one more. I want to paint on this. I want to make this a little darker. We'll do it right on this layer. Why not? We'll live dangerously. True. You know, and I just said that in, I think I just said that in my tutorial. When it's more dense, it's not going to smooth. And I'll probably continue to forget that moving forward. I always forget that. Let me just bring this down and add another one. But yes, more density, harder to smooth. Let's smooth this. And I want to do darker in the mouth. Here's the roughness up. Crease. Oh, I guess it was a bit darker. Still not very dark. Alright, so let's throw some lights on this. Let's go to my view. And let's turn the lights off first. So we turn the lights off. Oh, let's do it with post-process. We haven't even farted around with post-process yet. Let's bring the environment back up and just see what it looks like. Post-process. Ambient inclusion is wilding out. I mean, it looks pretty interesting. Global illumination. I don't know what this is. I don't know what that is. Who knows what that means? 3-finger slide up and down and change brush side. Embrace the habit. I don't think I use it that much. You don't get paid to make a creature a day. The world actually has to come to an end. I know, right? That'd be nice. That would be nice. I hope this video stays on YouTube. Red YTX. It will be. Can you use? I'm thinking my brain is moving too quickly. Yes, this video will stay on YouTube. Everything that's streamed, it'll just stay on my live streams. And I actually have a lot of live streams as well, so it'll always be there. Han, can you get used to the update? Have to get someone to school, so I have to watch later. I'm slowly getting used to it. There are a lot that I haven't really covered yet, but yeah, I mean, it's tricky at first, but I know that it'll be fine. I'm very optimistic about stuff like that. Knowing that one guy is like doing all this, any changes that he makes, I'm like, okay, it's obviously for a reason. He knows what he's doing. It should be for the better. So I'm pretty optimistic. I know that I'll be annoyed because I'm used to certain things, and I'll feel like things are more difficult. But I'll get over it. I'm sure it'll be fine. When you have too many polygons, it's difficult to smooth. Yeah. You can make less density without losing detail and decimation. See, decimation, I feel like, I do decimate, but then you have to I have to watch it, because eventually it starts to look like garbage, unless I'm doing something wrong. Dynamax. That sounds like an insect. That sounds like an insect. What is it called? The people that spray? Dynamax. Sounds dangerous. But so does decimation. They both sound pretty terrible. 3-finger slide. Okay. I keep triggering copy. I still have no idea what that means. Oh, the global illumination? Yeah, I don't know what that means either. Let's turn it on. You tap to change your brush a lot. It's your poker tail. You use Nomad while playing poker, of course. You tap to change your brush. Do I? How do I change my brush? Oh, I guess I do. I guess I do. But I find that I do like to use the Apple Pencil more often. Okay, sorry. Let's get back to it. So what I do like about global illumination that I'm noticing is this, instead of being black, it seems like it's like a brownish color. Where was that? And I don't like this, how it's kind of like dark and like gray and muddy. I feel like it looks more natural that it's the shadows have a little bit of the ambient color. I like that. Anyway, so we're in post-process. Let's turn off the environment. Let's turn off the light. He's sort of glowing a little bit. Oh, let's turn down the background too. Okay, so now we'll add a light. We'll gizmo it so I can get used to what I'm doing. So let's figure out how okay, I kind of like that. So we'll do one there. Maybe we should make this completely white. I guess we can keep it a little warm. Whoops. Oh, I can rename my light. Could I do that before? I don't remember. So when you add a new light, it shows up on the bottom. I wonder if that was the same. I can't quite remember. Okay, so I'll probably change this to a spotlight. Actually, I don't really need to. Alright, so something like that. Oh, you know what I wanted to play around with? Does the not spotlight, point light, the point light, does that now, I wonder if that respects shadows. Wait, let's see. Point light. Oh, I think it does. Shadow map, screen space, I don't know what that means. Experimental feature, it might be removed in the future release. This option is meant to be used with the softness shadow feature. Yeah, I don't know what any of that means. So if I put the point light behind, okay, it looks like it's just shining off the bottom, but it looks like it is honoring the, but I actually don't see it shining through this stuff. So let's start up here. Maybe I just need to, let's make this a little bit more yellow. Okay, so maybe I just need to work on the materials. Transparency is all the way up. Depth. Okay, depth made it more transparent, which is good. But it's still not really, it's not really shining through it. It is subsurface. So maybe it's like too thick. Oh, I see. I see. So I can see it a little bit. Okay, so let's see if it's just the light. Let's change lights to a spotlight. Ooh, okay, so the spotlight is interesting. So it's way more, it feels like it's like way more conductive with the spotlight. So the whole thing probably is. Okay, so you know what? Let's change this to a spotlight as well. We'll put it in roughly the same spot. So I think it was like back here. So we'll put it in roughly the same spot. But for him, I want his subsurface to match his color. So maybe something like this. And for the heck of it, let's change this to a spotlight as well. And we'll move it to roughly the same spot. Let's put it more behind him. Oops. But I want this to be sort of soft. Whoa, where'd you go? I don't know what I hit there. Okay, so this one on the back doesn't look very natural, just like. Let's open up the cone angle. Really get these things lit. Pokemon Noir. You tap to change your brush size, I meant. Dintopo. Question, Dave, can you 3D print straight out of Nomad Sculpt onto a 3D printer? I don't 3D print. I'm not really sure, but I have had my Nomad Sculpt work printed. So I have to say yes, but I'm not sure like if they have to put it through another app or if they have to do anything to it. Since I don't really do it, I'm not sure how they prepare it. You have to make it thinner. Yeah. But I even like this, the little bits like this. Oh, I love that. I think it just looks, I'm so excited about it. And for some reason, it's really interesting that it's mostly just the spotlight that does it. Now I can also turn on my ambient light, my environment. Turn it down. So it's not so dark. Even though I really like it dark. But I like to raise the environment a little bit. And let's make this closer to the background color. Oh, actually, let's see what happens if it's glossy. kind of like it glossy. Oh, I love it. I really love it. Okay, so if I was to make, I want to see if I can make the eyes light up. That would be kind of interesting. So if I was going to make the eyes light up, and then I want to use a point light to sort of make it look like there's light emitting from them. I don't know. Let's see how it looks. So the eyes, if I clone the eyes, and then I make this an additive, always unlit. That's looking crazy. Okay, what about something like that? It looks kind of cool. Okay, so now let's put a point light. Let's make it roughly the same color. So like a nice aqua color. We lower the intensity a lot. Can lower the intensity even a little more. Doesn't really need to be a lot. It's a bit tricky to make it look like it's actually coming from the eyes, but I mean, I feel like that's good enough. Oh, that's the light. That's the ad. Let me rename this. Eyes ad. Alright. What color is this light? Kind of looks better in white. That kind of looks cool. But I think I like white best. And the shadow's not really doing much for me, so I might just change this back to a matte color. Because I mean, if it was like really like shining like the lights and stuff, then that would be worth it. But I don't feel like it's worth it if it's not really shining any of this. I'd rather just go with the rougher. I think that looks pretty cool. Floor resolution, check. Is it still easy to hide the lights? How do I hide the lights? I feel like it used to be right here. Do I have to like hide the manual? Oh no, I can't. What does all this do? What does all this do? I don't know. I don't know what that does. How do I hide the lights? Frios Art, what's up? Mateus Kraus. Hey Dave, I like your works. It's really good work. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just kind of like messing around with it. Oh, it's a little bright on the screen. Let's see if I can get it back to... Oh, that made it dumb bright. Hold on. Wait, let me figure something out here. That's a little more accurate. That's a little more accurate. That's a little more accurate. I used all my lights. That's okay. It'd be cool if I put like a moon up there. Let's add, for fun, add to scene. Let's add my little plump little grass. Where are you? Oh, I really need to make some mushrooms. That would be like just like some mushrooms and stuff that I can just plug in, like my little plump little grass here. Okay, so let's color it the same color as this. And let's clone it. I think there's an easier way to clone, right? Clone Gizmo. Let's put this further back here. Make this taller. Let's turn off that and see what happens. Oh, what am I doing? I meant... What did I mean? There was something that we turned on that I didn't know what... Oh, global illumination. Yeah, I like global illumination. That's definitely staying on. So the only other thing is I noticed the colors of these lights. And what happens if this is white? Nothing really. Alright, let's check out my views. So that's the first view. That's cute. I think it's cute. Oh, you know what I could use? I could always use, I think a good, oh, did I just do that? Here we go. Depth of field, nah. Oh, actually, depth of field actually looks good. We'll keep that. Bloom. Bloom looks good for the eyes, so we'll keep that. I think a nice vignette. Doesn't have to be much, but just a little touch. A little touch of vignette. Never hurt nobody. Oh God, what time is it? It must be getting late. 2:11? Yeah, I could tell. I can tell once I start talking crazy. That's it. So let's save this view as well. Are there any views I don't like? Which view did I just add? Oh, it was this one. Okay, let's name this main. They're kind of all over the place. Like, I don't know how. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's turn it sideways. Let's turn the depth of field down a little bit. That way. And we can probably bring this light down a little bit. I still don't like that I can't edit it. I just want to mess with the light. But if I touch the light, then I can't see what I'm doing. Not sure I understand that. Okay, which light is it? So I have to find it here. I can lower it. Oh, it's not doing anything. It must be the wrong light. There we go. Why is it? This must not be the right light. Oh, is it this light? I give up with this light, with these lights making it. Okay, so really if I touch the light, that goes out of focus. So I'll have to turn post-process off, then I won't have that issue. But that's still annoying, because sometimes I like to do the lights with the post-process. Let's turn this down a little bit for his photo. Now we can turn this back on. Did I export the other? I don't even think I exported the other thing. Like a dum-dum. Let's go 4K, baby. This is like, that's kind of terrifying that it does it like that. Okay, so let's turn the lights back up. And then we'll go back to our main view. We'll export this. Yeah. What is all this? What is all these numbers? That was weird. A lot of experimenting. But ton of experimenting. That's the precise amount. You have to do a butt ton. Okay, so we have that. Let me save this, even though it's the same. And I'm probably gonna get going because I need to like do something else with my life. I think get some sleep so I can feel better for the weekend. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to see how the roughness and glossiness affects it. Wait, was this the original? Yeah. Let's see what happens if I change his color. Let's change the ambient occlusion of this. To even white. Depth. I always move stuff and then I don't remember where it was. Let's see if back... Oh, good. Back does affect that. I'm very glad about that. Yeah, let's make it a little lighter. Actually, I like the shadows. Let's make this white too. Make it white and dumb glossy. So I think this yellow is just from the subsurface scatter. So if I bring that to white, or maybe a similar color. Will look nice. See what always inlet does. Alright. I mean, it's kind of cool too. Let's go to add. Eyes add. go yellow. Oh, I must have put post-process back on. I kind of want to change this light. I wonder what happens if I make this warmer. Let's go to my view. Main. Okay, I don't think I'm going to save. You know what? I'm going to save this as. And I'm going to export this one too. Sometimes I literally just forget how to export. Wait, what happened? Oh, there we go. Okay, last but not least. Oh, I already did make everything white, didn't I? Let's see what the met caps look like. Ugh. Terrible. Let's make this opaque. Why are they so brown? Why are they so dark? Oh, I don't even know if I turned on my environment. Did I? Oh, I did. Okay. It is on. Alright, I just want to do one more color with the lights because I have so much fun with that. Let's see. Wait a minute, is this the eyes? Oh, this is the eyes. I'm trying to see where I see a difference. Let's change the other eye. What happens if we get rid of this eye? Oh, then it's really bright. Nice ad. Alright, let me just go to bed, because otherwise I'll be working on this forever. I love it though. I think it adds so much. I really think it adds a lot to just the way that the things look. Makes it look a lot better. Let's go back to the original. So to close it out, our original little bugger. Let's see how the turntable looks. I actually hated the turntable before. But let's see how it looks. This is not good. This is not a good turntable. Yeah. Sometimes I do that, but this guy I didn't really pay attention to it. I do like to have the colors reflect the environment, but not for this little guy. He's like emitting light. Kinda. Alright, so that didn't work for turntable. Why is it turning on a... And why are you so far away, turntable? What did I ever do to you? I can never just get... Oh, is it turning? No, it's still... I just want it to spin in place. That might be the best I'm going to do. Does anyone know how to do that? Just make it spin in place. So like it would just spin in this parameter instead of moving out, so it never spins in place. That's the one thing that I don't know how to do. Like, do I just tap the center of the screen or something? Well, anyway, I tried to give you a halfway decent turntable. It's going to wobble all over the place. If anyone knows how to make a decent turntable that turns straight, let me know, because I've never been able to do that with Nomad, unfortunately. But I love them. Alright, thank you guys. I appreciate all of you guys. I might make a time lapse of this in a couple days once I'm able to download the video back to my computer. I think it takes 24 hours on YouTube. I might make a time lapse of this, but in the meantime, I have another time lapse that's... I think I just posted it on Facebook of my new Skillshare class called Halloween Cat, so you can check that class out on Skillshare. I have a bunch of Skillshare classes. They're really cool. They're really fun. I spent a lot of time making them. And I'm actually gonna work on some... I might do it tomorrow. I'm gonna upload some... Not behind the scenes, but like I did my class and then I worked on it for like an extra 3 hours. I think I'm gonna post that to YouTube. And I'll probably do some more stuff with this too. So I will try to do some more lives because it's always fun to hang out with you guys and just work on stuff. So on that note, have a great night or a great day. Shout out to all of you guys. It was a fun chat. I know that I get lost in the work, but I do love when you guys chat, and I try to get back to it when I can, but you know how it is. All right, keep drawing, keep sculpting. I'll see you all in the next video. Oh, and like and subscribe. I appreciate you guys. Like and subscribe. Okay, how do I stop the stream?